Emotional damage video, part 3. Possibly the final video. You know, we as humans tend to think less and do more. And that's where we fuck up at. Alright? Let's be honest. That's exactly where we fuck up at. Because we do more without thinking than what we should be doing is thinking before we act. And that tends to get us in a lot of trouble. Whether it be emotional or physical. I gotta take this selfie real quick. Anyway, whether it's emotional or physical, you know, we tend to not do what we should do. And the thing with that is, it always comes back to bite you in the ass. You know, so you don't do that shit. I can't get this damn thing to work. There we go. It's a hot chick. I'm in one of my sex groups. Jesus. She's dropping some really sexy pics. Not gonna show y'all who she is. But she's damn sure hot. Anyhow, the whole thing is that, you know, the whole thing is that, you know, if you are an emotional or a user person, you know, these are things that get you in trouble, you know. And a lot of us don't tend to think before we act. A lot of us just try to get people for what we can get them for. And I've been the victim of that. I kid you not. I've been the victim of people using me for what they could get me for. Remember in the first video, I did say that a lot of my girlfriends cheated on me, if not most of them, you know. And that did emotionally damage me because I never ever thought that people cheated in relationships. Yeah, go ahead, laugh, judge, say what you need to say. But the truth is, when I was younger, I never thought people cheated in relationships. I never knew what caused divorce. I never knew the word infidelity. I never knew that lust or cheating even existed because I was a child. When I became a grown man, I learned this shit the hard way. You know, and learning shit the hard way sometimes is the only way. And I would prefer not to say that because I just had a conversation with my nephew that learning shit the hard way is far worse than learning it the easy way. And the problem with that is, it is true. If you learn shit the easy way, you don't suffer as much because you learn from other people's mistakes. But if you're an asshat, I have to have ginger ale. I've been sick for the weekend. If you don't learn from other people's mistakes, whether those other people are your mothers, your fathers, your aunts, your uncles, if you don't learn from their mistakes, they're bound to happen to you. And if that happens, then, you know, you have no one else to blame but you. Because my uncles and them preach to me all the time. That's right, I said preached to me all the time. And here's what I took away from that. One, when you're in a relationship, it has to be both of you willing and wanting to be there, or the shit's not gonna work. Two, people can fall out of love. I've learned this the hard way, and I've also learned that apparently you can fall out of love overnight. No shit with that. Whereas I can say, as I spoke in my first two videos about my 8-year anniversary of not being with the love of my life, um, I bullshit you not. But the thing with that is, you know, love only works when both of y'all want to be there. It doesn't work when y'all don't want to be there. And this is one of the reasons why I really think that I should just become a swinger instead of getting involved in emotional relationships, because emotional relationships really destroy people. And when you are emotionally damaged, I mean literally, when you are emotionally damaged, it it really will fuck your world up. I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, yeah. Somehow or another, I totally fucked that up. I was ugly before that picture. Sorry. Anyway, anyway, the whole thing is, people that are emotionally damaged, before you engage in another relationship, you should probably talk to the people that you are engaging in a relationship with. And I say this because, a lot of people have a hard time being honest. Alright? So, being that I got catfished twice, damn. Sorry. That was an unexpected answer there. Anyway, that being said, you know, I sorry, she said she was naked. That being said, I've been hurt by women before, so I'm a hell of a lot more cautious now. It's probably why I have really thick skin. It's also probably why I'm open minded to a lot of shit, because I've learned in life in my 44 years, no matter what that girl says, or woman, or whatever, I'm speaking from my own experience because I'm a straight man. No matter what that woman says, rule number one, you can't make her love you. Rule number two, I'm gonna go old school, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably gonna offend everyone. That being said, if I offend you, too fucking bad. If your girlfriend you are currently with, or your fuck buddy, or whatever the fuck you want to call the woman in your possession, if she wants to fuck someone else, even if it's not love, but she really wants to fuck someone else, but she loves you, she's gonna fucking do it. That'll just be another skeleton that she'll throw in the closet, and there won't be a lot that you can do. I'm old, so I use old school expressions for those who don't understand anything I just said. I'm 44, so everything that I speak is probably above your head if you're a millennial, whatever the fuck they call y'all. I'm a Generation Xer, so you're gonna deal with my shit. Then you're gonna hear my speak. Anyway, the thing is that you can't make someone love you, and you can't stop your current girlfriend, fuck buddy, hoochie mama, sex slave, whatever the hell your lifestyle is. You can't stop your partner from having sex with someone else. If they really want to do it, they're gonna fucking do it. They're gonna find a way. It's gonna happen. If you're with a chick who loves you, but some other asshole can talk her out of her drawers, it might not be her fault or your fault. It just might be that guy or that girl who's talking your partner out of their drawers just got game like that. And a lot of us tend to jump to conclusions and judge people first. So let me put it to you this way: you can really find out the hard way, or you can find out my way of saying this. Honestly, it seems like open relationships might be a little bit safer. It might be easier because then you already know what to expect. Where when you're in a committed relationship, but only one of y'all are committed, that's not the way to find that out. You know what I mean? It's really not. But that's how shit happens. You know, and a lot of people aren't aware of this. So, sorry, got an important text to type. Anyway, I'm sure she's not gonna fall for that, but it doesn't hurt to try. Anyway, so you have options in relationships, and when emotions are thrown in there, when emotions are thrown in there, that was a good one. Dude sent a picture of sperm. Anyway, you have options in relationships. You have options, and when you become emotional in the relationships, especially if it's just a fucking relationship, it will tend to lead you down a dark path in which you cannot return. So if you're just gonna have a fucking relationship, then y'all both should know that going in. And I tell women all the time that I'm not here to get hurt. Hell, straight the fuck up. I'm not here to get hurt. If you want to hurt me, if you want a real relationship, you need to let me know what we getting into before it gets off the ground. If we're just gonna be fuck buddies, I'm okay with that because no one's gonna get hurt except for maybe your vagina. No, but your heart's gonna be fine unless I like squeeze your breast so hard that your fucking heart explodes or something. And I'm pretty sure I can't do that. I'm not that strong. But for the sake of argument, if it's just a fucking relationship, that's what it is. You call me, I come down, I fuck you, I go home. I call you, you come over, you fuck me, you go home. It's not that damn big of a fucking deal. That being said, those are probably the safest relationships to be in if you are a over emotional or a jealous or a person who just can't handle a lot of shit. And if you're one of those people, you know, that's what you do. Now, if you can't be honest with the person that you are talking to, then you should probably not talk to them so that you don't get hung up in some stuff that you know can totally screw you up for the rest of your life. That's not what we do. But, if you can, it's better to be honest going in than 10, 15, 25, 40, 50, 60 years of fucking misery with someone that you never wanted to be with in the first place, and you procreated and had kids that you didn't want to have with it. Why put yourself through that shit? Just fucking be honest. It's not that fucking difficult for people to be honest. People choose to make life difficult by just fucking lying about shit. If you don't lie, you got a better chance of making things work. Where if you sit here and you lie, you have a better chance of whoever you're involved with ending your life over something exceptionally stupid. No. And a lot of people make that mistake by not being honest. I don't have time for games. No. I don't have time for games. I'm not getting into a relationship to be hurt. Straight up and down. If you don't want to be with me, then don't be with me. But if you do, then you do. But the thing with me is this. I'm not trying to be the guy that people are reading about. Oh, here's James Williams Jr. He killed his girlfriend. He killed himself. Yeah, I'm not trying to be that guy. But I've known those guys. And it's not cool. Which, as I'm going to end this video with this, is really quite simple. If you, again, are a user or a jealous person, then you need to only be in sexual relationships. That way, you don't have emotional ties to these people, and y'all can go your own way, and y'all can fuck whoever the fuck you want. If you're just using people to take them for whatever you got, shame on you, and I don't want to be reading about your obituaries about how you use somebody and they blew your fucking head off. But those are the things that leads to this shit. And apparently no one has taught people that. So, if you're the parents of these people that you are raising, I'm not a parent. God only knows if that's ever going to happen. But I'm going to tell you guys this, and I only was one time. Raise your sons and daughters right, and that way there won't be much of a fight. Raise your sons and daughters wrong, Someone's gonna get a bullet, and everyone else is gonna cry along. I'm James Williams Jr. Emotional baggage is not a fucking joke. Please take this video as serious as possible. And if you are a person who is jealous or emotionally damaged like myself, this video hopefully will help you understand why you need to evaluate yourself. You need to sit back and process everything you've been through in life before you enter in any relationship, whether you are straight or gay or transgender or whatever the hell, that whole community that I don't exist in. I support them, I just don't know how to say things about them without offending them. So that whole community, the third group of people, I'm sorry if I'm offending you. I do support you. But, if you're in relationships, be in relationships, but be honest with your partner. If you're not going to be honest with your partner, I'm going to be the guy that's reading a paper with your name in it and why you died. Again, I'm going to close out with this. I've known at least 4 young ladies who were in relationships with men who were just jealous. And so as a man, and I'm an ugly man, I live in my ugly, I'm proud of my ugliness because I was worse. I was much worse. I'll show you this picture. If you are a jealous person, if you are a man that is a jealous man, if you are a woman that is a jealous woman, my advice to you is first seek help. Second, don't get involved in a relationship if you're emotionally damaged without knowing that you are emotionally damaged. And if you're emotionally damaged. You just might not want to admit it, but if you're emotionally damaged. So, like I said, I was an ugly man. I'm still an ugly man, but I used to think I was ugly until this happened. Then I really got ugly. And I was blessed by God to get my ugliness back. So when people call me ugly, I thank them because I could be worse. Those could have been 3rd-degree burns instead of 1st-degree burns, and that would have really opened my eyes. But you have to understand that we, as people, you have to know who you are. Whether you are physically, mentally, or emotionally damaged, you have to know who you are. And before you enter a relationship of any kind, you need to be honest with yourself first, and then you need to be honest with the person that you are going in to a relationship with. And why do I say that? I say that because when people are emotionally damaged, they carry that shit with them. And I'm not saying that as bullshit. I'm saying that because it's the fucking truth. You ask a person who's been raped if they've ever gotten over it. Their fucking answer is no. Rape goes with them until they go meet the All-Father in heaven. Now, you learn these things by asking these questions. And it's not no TV bullshit because I'm an independent filmmaker. I've known people, I found out the hard way, that they were raped. Right? They weren't raped by me, but they were definitely raped. And these things are things that you need to know going into a relationship. Because, you don't know the effects of long-term damage to people. And most people just don't want to talk about that shit. A lot of people don't talk about the things that has destroyed them. And a lot of people are like me. We're only alive waiting for our body to catch up with our soul. So again, if you are an emotionally damaged person, you need to know that. And you need to tell the person that you're embarking on a relationship with that, look, we got to take things slow. I'm emotionally damaged. I'm okay with things like us having sex and everything, but I don't want to fall in love with you. I don't want to fucking be hurt. I've been hurt way too many times before. You know what has been done to you. But the person you're entering into a relationship is innocent, and they need to know so that they can deal with you accordingly. And that way, if you choose not to be in a full-term relationship with them, you need to tell them that. You say, look, I'm not able to maintain a full-term relationship with you. We can be fuck buddies. We can be friends. We can be whatever you want, except for we can't be husband and wife. I can't let you go down that road because I'm not mentally or emotionally stable enough to sustain that kind of thing. Now, knowing that going in would probably scare some people away. But I'd rather you be scared away from me with my honesty than for you to find out, all right, 6 months down the road, I never wanted to be with you. It was just a fling. We fucked, and then I threw you away, and I didn't want anything else to do with you. And then somehow you magically got pregnant or whatever, and now I got to be stuck with you for the rest of my life. Or in any case, you got to be stuck with me for the rest of yours. So, who wants all that shit? Just be honest with people from the jump, especially if you've been emotionally or physically or mentally damaged, because your damage can affect your future. I've learned this the hard way. It can, it will, and it always does. But if you're honest with people from the jump, you have to give them the chance to accept you for everything that you are. In closing, my ex, the one I call the love of my life, I accepted her for everything that she was. All of her damage, all of her quirks, all of the things she did that pissed me the fuck off, I still accepted her for whoever the hell she was. Maybe it was all a lie. Again, she wasn't woman enough to tell me why she destroyed me. However, if she's watching, I do forgive you. I hope that you are well. I hope that you are happy. And I will give you one stated fact. Don't do the next person the way you did me. That's all I wish for, is for her to be happy, and that she doesn't pull the same shit that she did to me on someone else. Because as emotionally damaged as she made me, I would never bring harm to any woman, and especially her. But I wouldn't know about the next person that she's with if they would do the same thing to her, or if they would do her much worse, like by bringing bodily harm to her. And if they did, I so solemnly vow that if I meet that person, they won't enjoy their life. If they hurt her, they hurt me, and I'm going to break every bone in their body. Because as a martial artist, I have two options. I can cripple you or I can kill you. Crippling's more fun, and I won't get as much time as if I kill you. I'm James Williams Jr., this is Kung Fu Epic number 2. Be seeing you.